3, 2, 1, and action. Hi everybody, and welcome to another episode of Help I'm an Adult podcast. As always, I'm your host, Sharon Alfred. But today I have a co-host.
Hello!
That sounded like the guy from Frozen. Pick some up blue eyes. Anyway, so this is my girl, Shannon. I know the names are confusing. Story of our lives.
Yeah. Sharon, Sharon, who knows? I don't know.
So, Shannon is here, and today we're going to talk about mental health and basically like tips on how to maintain a good mental health, I guess. First and foremost, Shannon, introduce yourself to the people.
Oh, sorry. So yeah, my name's Shannon O'Sullivan. I've known Sharon for, how many years have we known each other now for?
When did we start uni? 2012?
Oh God, I know we're old now.
Yeah, so 2012 September. Let's put it that way. October,
Yeah.
actually. Plymouth started later. Yeah.
Yeah, so yeah, we're just going to have a chat about mental health and I guess a few of our experiences and what we can do to hopefully improve it. And if not, where to seek help from, I guess, is the main things.
Yeah. So Shannon is here as well because she is a healthcare professional. And as you know, I've talked about mental health before, but just from a me perspective on how to, and things I've just read about. So I'm not a professional in mental health. And Shannon is probably more qualified than I am. So.
Let's cut that up. I don't want anyone thinking I'm a mental health specialist.
Oh yeah, I'm not saying like she's a specialist in that sense, but like as an healthcare professional, you probably have had to deal with and handle a few.
Yeah, it's certainly something I deal with at my work. But yeah,
it's not your actual specialty.
No.
Cool. Just clarified that. Okay, so I've written out questions just so we don't digress, because if you've been listening to this a lot, I digress all the time. So let's get into it. First and foremost, what's your experience of mental health?
Oh, well, where do I begin? Well, I guess from my own personal experience, I guess I only really, let's say, became aware of my mental health, I think actually after finishing university, because I think when I was at university, I don't know if you had a similar experience, you're kind of in this bubble, like you've met so many new friends, you're kind of going out all the time, you're hopefully studying something you enjoy, maybe not, but I mean, it doesn't really matter. And then you finish and then you're just kind of left, well, kind of like to be an adult, and you're like, well, what do I do now? I don't have any friends. I don't have any money. I'm doing a job I'm not sure I even enjoy. Like, I think I had quite a few conversations with a few friends after we left, and we're just like, what am I doing?
We've had that thing, like, so who actually lost their job? And everyone's like, I don't know. Do you?
No.
I'm not. I think early on, Caroline's the other person was like, I enjoy my job. Ask her now. It's a different thing.
Yeah, I think it was just quite a lonely experience, and I wasn't really sure. I didn't really know what was going on. I just felt quite lonely when I was waking up, and I was like, do I enjoy my job? What am I doing, I guess? Yeah. So I guess that was probably my first experience of, I feel different to how I have done in the past. I'm not sure what this is, not really experienced these feelings before. What is it really? So I wouldn't necessarily say I had a mental health condition at that time, but I was more aware of my mental health and felt like I was struggling and things had just changed, but it's quite a scary experience, I guess, when you've never really felt like that before, and it wasn't like I was in a bad place. I had a job, I had great friends, I had great families, therefore I don't have anything to complain about, but you just felt like something's not quite right.
Yeah. I think honestly, I'd never really given thought to my mental health. But we all know 2020 was basically just not the year.
It was not the year.
And then the working from home thing, at first I was like, yay, because the dream. I didn't want to be driving almost 2 hours every day to get to work, to and from work. And then it got to like the first week of working from home, I was like, this is great. We'll roll out of bed, pick up a laptop, roll into bed. Like, what's not to love?
For? Yeah.
And then it got to like week 2, and I was like, okay, this is kind of getting annoying. And then week 3, I was like, okay, this is just I need to like be doing something. And then I think that was the first time I was like, I think you're about to have a breakdown. But Caroline then told me about the online class that one of our instructors was doing. And I was like, okay, maybe this is it. Like at 12 o'clock every day, get up, go on to Instagram Live and do the workout with Louisa. And that was it. And that was like the first moment I was like, I think I was low-key kind of pushing back what I felt was about to happen.
Yeah.
And I was just like, okay, cool. And from there, lockdown 1, Shannon will tell you, I was on it. I was like, fitness, the exercise was like a good like outage. Because then I'd finish, shower, and get back to, like, that was my lunch break, and then get back to work. And it was nice. And I was like, I was done. By the time I finished work, cool. Give it, like, I would just shut down.
Yeah.
But honestly, as time went on, like when they opened up in the summer, I was thinking, okay, this is it. This is good.
This is something to look forward to.
And it was just the shutdown after that literally broke me. And I was literally like, okay, I want to work out. Like my PT was doing online Zoom sessions, not the same. Like the one thing that was like my cure previously, or like that helped, was just not hitting the spot the way it would.
Yeah.
Like I would not want to work out. I just wanted to eat like a chocolate peanut. Oof. No. That's the thought. Like now when I walk by that aisle in the shop, I'm like, ooh, that was sickening. Like, it got to that point. It literally was like, I knew it was bad when I was just eating a bag of chocolate peanuts like in a day. I would just finish it. And I was thinking, this is not okay, Sharon. This is not okay. And then eventually I had to literally tell myself, like, are you going through something that you don't know? Like, is this what it feels like to not be okay, like, mentally? Obviously, I didn't tell anybody or anything, but I just felt it within myself that, yeah, this is not me.
So, yeah, you just don't feel like yourself, I guess.
Exactly. Yeah. That's the thing. And I just I know it sounds bizarre, but I just kind of, like, I won't say I went with the flow, but I allowed myself to feel it, if that makes sense. Yeah. And here we are today. I think it was officially, like, it was just before Christmas that all of that happened. And then Christmas happened, obviously, jolly time, loved it. January came by and I was thinking, I made it. I'm over it. It's all good. First 4 weeks of January, I was, again, like, health and fitness is, like, my go-to to be okay. But it got really annoying to, like, my fitness pal, logging in everything. I'm, like, logging my food intake. I was just again, it wasn't helping. And I was just like, ugh. So, yeah, February to, like, the month of February was just eat and enjoy life. Yeah. And I literally, like, just lived in it. Like, times when I felt down, I kind of did fall down that rabbit hole and allow myself to go down it. And I think that's, like, now I know what my clues are to, like, when I'm about to break, basically. But I allow myself to break, and here we are today.
Yeah.
I feel good.
She made it.
I'm working out again. I am loving working out. I go to the gym just to do workouts. Like, I don't even have to go to a class. I don't have to use the weights. I just go into the studio and I do my own thing.
Yeah.
Which, I'll tell me to do that in February. I'd be like, go sit down somewhere, please. Not today. Like, now I feel like I'm getting back to me.
Yeah.
Which I'm happy about. But, yeah, mental health experiences, I don't know why I knew it existed. I just never thought
that they would happen. Yeah, I guess, that's it. And
like, it happened to me anyway. So, yeah.
I guess and in the last couple of years or before that, like, mental health is something that we're becoming more aware of. And I think, it's much more in social media. And there's lots of, like, celebrities and famous people that speak about their experiences, which is all, really, really important.
Yeah.
And I think particularly with, the COVID-19 situation, we've all gone through, it's affected everybody in such a different way.
Mm-hmm.
And I think just knowing that it's okay to, not be okay, and know that you're not, probably the only one. And I guess it's main thing really is that the fact that people are talking about it more and making it more acceptable.
Yeah.
I think it's always been acceptable, but people haven't found it to be acceptable. And I think just talking about it more and knowing yourself and knowing, I feel like today is going to be a bad day, that's okay. And trying to have some sort of plan or something in place to be able to deal with that, so that that doesn't become a bad week, a bad month, a bad year sort of thing. That's the thing.
I think once, even though I said I allowed myself to fall down the rabbit hole of I'm feeling crappy, so I'm going to want to just get through it. However, when I say like I knew when it was everyone knows when they're about to have a bad when you know so there are days when you wake up and it's just like ugh, not today.
Yeah.
You're just like I can't today.
Can I just fast forward till tomorrow, please?
And then you think, okay, it's just going to be today. But then tomorrow comes, and maybe that feeling comes, but maybe one thing I allow myself is like, I'm not going to lie, on those not today days, if I brush my teeth, it's a miracle.
Yeah.
And like, it sounds so gross, and it is gross, I'm not even going to lie, it is nasty. But like, those are the, like, then the next day I try to make the effort to like do one thing that you didn't do yesterday.
Yeah, exactly. And I think that's it. It's kind of, you know, there's no point saying to yourself, right, today I've got to get up, I've got to go run, I've got to do this, I've got to do that. And then because it's so unachievable, then you feel even worse.
Like worse.
So you're
exactly.
like, if you just set yourself smaller tasks and then if you achieve them, you're like, yes, I've nailed today.
I was like, yes, I brushed my teeth.
Yeah.
I'm so proud of you, Shannon. Well done, you brushed your teeth. It was so like, literally, there were times when I had to actually tell myself like, okay, now get up. And then I sit up from bed and then I'm like, okay, get your toothbrush, get your toothpaste, go brush your teeth. And once that's done, then most of the time after brushing my teeth, I always feel like dehydrated.
Yeah.
I don't know why. So I'm just
got
like,
to have a drink of water after
have
that.
a drink of water, and then I'm like, okay, that's good. And if I'm still feeling like not okay, and I still feel like I want to sleep more, hopefully I have time to, I'll go back to bed and like keep it moving.
Yeah.
But like I said, those little things just they just help. Well, we've talked about my next question, which is how COVID-19 has affected our mental health. And then the next one is like, what's the importance of looking out for our mental health? So why is it important to do that?
Yeah, I guess, I think it's just incredibly important looking out for our mental health. I think, like I said, it's more something that we talk about more often now. You know, before you kind of think about your physical health, you know, like exercise, you know, what you're eating, what you're doing, those sorts of things, which obviously is, you know, that's also a massive part of our mental health as well. But I think it's, like we said before, like sometimes you don't even realise that it's your mental health that's affecting the way that you're acting on a day-to-day basis. And just to kind of guess being aware that how you're feeling and what you're experiencing is okay, it's quite normal. And if you probably spoke to people, you'll be like, oh, I didn't realise that literally everybody probably else is having a similar day. And I think a lot of people often, from my experience from talking to other people, you know, they always feel this like, I don't want to burden people. I say, oh, do you speak to your family? Do you speak to your friends about, you know, how you're feeling? You know, it's really important that you discuss this with other people because they'll often might be able to give you ideas or things that you can do to make yourself feel better. And people will often say, you know, oh, you know, when I'm seeing my friends or my family, you know, I want to be there to, you know, have a good time. I don't want them to always think of me negatively or like I'm, you know, being this burden and offloading all my, you know, what's going on. And I think, you know, I certainly can relate to that. I can understand that, you know, when you want to go see someone, you don't want to be like, you know,
life is...
well, yeah, everything. But I think actually, you know, if you ask any of your friends and family, if they knew that you are having a bad time and they, you know, you want to do what you can to help. And so, so I think number one, just knowing that it's okay to not feel okay. Number two, you know, really just actually speaking to family and friends and being aware that, you know, you're not a burden. If they knew that they could do anything to help and they felt that you weren't, you know, seeking that help, you know, I'm sure they would feel, you know, bad about it. And that there are things that you can do. So, you know, you might think, you know, like I said earlier, like you think, nothing's wrong with my life. I've got great this, I've got great this. Why am I feeling rubbish? There's obviously nothing I can do. This is just me. You know, this is just it. But actually, you know, there's so many other things in your life that you probably could change. Or it might even be like something in your life that you don't even realise that, you know, maybe your job just isn't the right job for you. Maybe you're not doing like a hobby that you should be doing that can make you feel better. Maybe you're in a relationship that you probably shouldn't be in. Maybe you've got friends that you probably shouldn't be friends with.
That's right.
I'm not sure what she's talking about. Maybe it's me. Maybe that's that I'm the friend.
No, it's not even that. It's just like, because when we say relationships, people just think, oh, the boyfriend and the girlfriend. I'm like,
but
no,
your friendships is a massive...
There's some people you just don't need to be friends with. Like, bye, Felicia. Keep you pushing. like,
what's the point of having 30 friends when you can just have two good friends?
Literally. You don't need 30 friends, people.
I feel like you could talk probably for hours about the way that social media affects, you know, I thought personally I wouldn't be somebody that would be affected by that, but I certainly, if I'm at home on my own and I'm going through Instagram or something and I'm seeing that one friend's doing this, they're doing that, I think, I don't know what that was, but you know, you like, even though you plan to be at home that weekend and do nothing, and you want to be happy to do nothing,
like,
and then you think, oh, everyone's life is so much better. And no, it's not. People only post good things. No one posts the bad stuff.
Exactly.
So that's all you see, and then you assume that everybody just has this wonderful life. But I guarantee if you go out that one time and post something, they're thinking, oh, why am I life so boring?
I know some stuff, but like I used to feel like, oh, Shannon, you need to be more active. You need to do more stuff. But I'm not gonna lie, I'm low-key like happy to just be here, watch The Good Doctor, enjoy life, maybe listen to some music. That's something that's definitely helped my mental health, like stepping back from social media. I still have my accounts. I'm not one who like drastically deletes their accounts and stuff. Yeah. Whatever works for you. But I just literally was like, I don't really post on my stories as much as I used to. And then like I do like TV news, media news. I know it sounds weird, but anything I need to know, Twitter and Instagram's going to tell me what's going on in the world. Like, I don't need to watch the BBC. And I also get, like, to be fair, I get, like, headline notifications on my phone every morning at 7 a.m. So I'm like, cool, done. I know what's going on. I don't need to get into it. Whatever affects me, obviously everything affects me. Like, I get angry about this. But last year, in 2020, this was something, basically, like, this time last year, it was just heavy on my mind. The whole, like, social justice issues, George Floyd murder, everything was just a lot. It carried on for me like towards all the way to the end of the year. But social media didn't help either, because when you're not posting about things, then you feel guilty that it's as if you don't care. But it's like, I care, but I care too much. That's why I'm not posting, because if I keep feeding that urge, it will literally like eat away at you. When there's people posting about it, I keep doing it. As long as it doesn't affect your mental health, keep going, because you are sharing information that people need to know about.
But also, it's like, don't feel the pressure to do that. You know, people make you feel like, oh, if I don't post this, then they probably think that I'm against it, or I'm not for, you know, I'm not like part of that movement. But actually, no, I believe in, you know, whatever it might be. And so, you know, just do you. You don't have to like stick to what your friends are doing or what you feel is the right thing to do.
I've come to the conclusion that the people who follow me on social media know what I stand for. You know the things I'm into.
Yeah, you know what your
at this point, if you're following me and I'm not posting anything about it, like, you should know there's certain things that I would obviously agree with that I'm here for. If you have an issue with me not posting it, I don't even care anymore. Now, bro, if you don't like what I'm posting or what I'm not posting, leave my social media, please. I'm not here for it. I just don't have the mental capacity to fulfill what other people need. Feel like they need me to be doing.
And I feel like if you're finding that you feel stressed or whatever after you've been on some form of social media, whether it might be Instagram, then I feel like that's probably
a good
sign to maybe take a rest from it, or you know, like I've gone up for, I don't even know why I felt stressed. I think I was just looking at it and everyone had like really nice smiles, and I was like, my God, I hate my teeth. I was like, oh right, I'm this is too much for me. I'm gonna have to come off this.
But in terms of the mental health and social media stuff, it is a lot to handle. But I think it's one of those things where you just need to know what your limit is. And if you feel like you need a break, don't be scared to take that break. Like,
and just weigh out the pros and cons. Like, are you benefiting at all from using social media? If you're not, and all you do is find that it creates you negativity, then get rid of it. Like, you know who your friends are or your family. You're going to see them face to face anyway. You don't need to see this. But like, for some people, like, they enjoy it, so that's fine. Like, it's, you know, it's completely individual. But if you're finding it stressful, then, you know, just think to yourself, is there any point of me actually using this tool?
I will need this.
Yeah, you don't need that.
In that whole downtime of not being on social media, you can definitely work on you. If it's like you want to come back as a social media influencer, use that time to research. Do what you got to do. It's something you hopefully love for you to decide that that's what you want to do. So go for it. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I think we've covered all our questions. There was 5, but we kind of like went into all of them.
I can't
That's
remember
a lot.
I think the last ones were more about tips.
Yeah.
I feel like I don't like it. Well, I guess my final tips would be, speak to people, whether that's family or friends. If you really you're struggling, then speak to your GP, get some, professional help, and see what resources there are available, because there are really fantastic resources out there to support you. So I know it's quite scary kind of breaching that step and asking for support. But what are you going to lose from it? There's only things that you should be able to gain from it, hopefully. So just do that. A few things that, exercise, even if you're not a sporty person, and I'm not saying you have to go and do like 5 workouts a week, even if it's just trying to increase your steps outside. Exercise is just like, I can't even tell. I know I get up in the morning, I'm like, I plan to do a run the next day or something, and I'm like, I don't want to do it. But as soon as I've done it, I can't tell you how much better I feel for it.
It's surprising how much your body like adapts.
Yeah.
Like you do the exercise, but as long as you just keep going, and it's almost like in my head I keep hearing like the run, Forrest, run. It's like just keep going, keep going. And
you've got like Forrest Gump in your head, and
like that's the only like motivational movie I could think of. But like it's one of those things where it's just your body will adapt to it. So whatever it is you feel like would help with coping. So you've done the talking, maybe it's physical exercise, maybe it's just not really physical exercise. Now it's sunny, go lie down in the sun. Maybe that would help.
I think, I know a big part of it as well is just getting outside. Like, if you've been, feeling rubbish and everyone does it, and you've been in bed all day or like the last couple of days, and the last thing you want to do is go outside. But honestly, even if it's just to sit in the garden or sit in a field, just getting that bit of fresh air, it's so, I just can't tell you how important it is just to get outside. And hopefully, it's very sunny outside at the moment. I know May has been a write-off, so but even if it's just like chucking your headphones in, putting music on, listening to a podcast, like whatever it is, just get out, get outside. I think like a point we made earlier about making things more manageable, like not setting yourself too many goals. Even if it's just like getting a planner and writing, like on a Monday I'm going to do my washing, or on a Thursday I'm going to go for a walk, just setting yourself small goals to try and achieve, ones that are going to be manageable, and then you can always add to them, I think that's really important as well. And try new things that you thought that you would, hate, but actually turns out whatever that might be.
What's your new thing this?
Well, the hobbies.
Yeah.
Hobbies. No, of course, hobby. I was going to say hobby craft.
Do you?
Yeah. Honestly, it's a lockdown. I've got myself a sewing machine. I've only used it twice, but I have got a sewing machine. I've got a little trolley that's got loads of goodies on it. Even if I don't even use it, when I look at my trolley, which I've named Sally, by the way.
Oh, wow. There's a whole name.
She makes me feel good.
That's
so
good.
Just trying new things. I like going outdoors more now than what I used to. Just
I'm trying to think. What's
things
my
to
new
go.
thing?
What are your new things? Come on.
I guess like
Podcasts,
actually I started like I was saying this like a week ago, like the Bible in a year. I'm actually enjoying it. The Bible is interesting. If you like story time, I say like do the Bible in a year. I know it sounds bizarre, but like the stories, like just listen for the stories, if nothing else. Just listen for the stories. And that's been my new thing for the last like week and a half. And also like I don't really know. I'm trying to kind of read more.
Yeah.
And I'm more of a podcast person. That's why we have a podcast. But I'm more like I don't read physical books. And I guess from the reading Bible in a year, because it's an audio, I can listen to it on audio. It's like someone reading the Bible to me, like audio Bible. I've done realize that I need to listen and then follow along. That's how I can read properly and like read in the sense that I'll assimilate. So learning these little things about myself. I know I'm going to be 28 soon. Well, not soon. By the end of the year, and I'm just figuring out how best reading works for me.
Yeah,
It's weird.
Yeah.
But I'm actually enjoying it so far. It might not be new in the sense, maybe something you used to enjoy doing.
Yeah.
And then you think, oh, I should and you just get into it again, which is great.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think that's it. We've covered it.
We've talked about some
You made it through an episode!
Yeah, so I was very scared about doing this.
Oh, Shannon was like, how do you... I'm so nervous. And I was like, girl, it's just like, you're talking to me. but like looking at me through a camera lens. So
I've never looked at myself so much.
that's basically it. I tend to, but I'm so glad you're here. Thank you for joining.
Thanks for having me.
Thanks for the topic recommendation. And that is it, people. Thank you for tuning in to Help an Adult, either on audio or video, wherever you're watching, listening from. And please don't forget to share, don't forget to subscribe, don't forget to, you know the drill. Like at this point, I feel like saying it is just a lot.
Just go check her out.
Check it out. So follow us on Instagram as well. I do more on Instagram than I do anywhere else, like in terms of posting and updates. So go ahead, follow on Instagram and share it. That is it. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
And have a lovely week.
Enjoy the sun.
Well,
Get outside.
Hopefully if it's sunny.